In the vibrant spectacle of 80s rock, few figures shone as brightly as Bret Michaels. The bandanas, the wild performances, the emblematic voice, all became synonymous with a particular brand of rock rebellion. Yet what truly captivated audiences was not just the music. It was the persona, the energy, the charisma that seemed effortlessly magnetic. But beneath the electric stage presence lay a complex web of motivations that drove Michaels both to the spotlight and into the shadows. At the heart of Bret Michaels' public persona, we can trace the lines of an Enneagram Type 3, often referred to as the achiever. Type 3s are driven by the desire to be admired, to cultivate a successful and enviable image. They are motivated by a need for validation and often shapeshift to fit the expectations of their audience. For Michaels, this meant embodying the quintessential rock star, a role demanding not just talent, but a relentless pursuit of public approval. Consider the pressures of the rock industry ecosystem at the time, a swirling vortex of fame, fortune, and fleeting attention. Within this environment, Michaels's Type 3 tendencies could thrive as the industry rewarded those who could maintain the illusion of perfection. Yet the same system punished vulnerability or any sign of faltering, forcing artists to carefully curate every public moment. Through this lens, we see how Michaels navigated his relationships within the group dynamics of Heartsting, Kiss, and beyond. As a frontman, he needed to balance being an ally and a leader, often oscillating between bonding with bandmates and standing out as the figurehead. This dual role undoubtedly demanded a persona that was as much about charisma as it was about control. In terms of romantic imagery, Michaels cultivated an image of both the heartthrob and the rebel, a figure who could be both alluring and untamable. Here again, the Enneagram Type 3's influence is evident. The achiever knows intuitively how to adapt their image to fit what society desires, often at the expense of their true self. Publicly, Bret Michaels seemed invincible. Every performance, every appearance, a testament to his carefully crafted persona. However, like many Type 3s, he likely faced immense private pressure. The need to constantly prove himself would have demanded an emotional mask that hid insecurities and doubts, creating a dichotomy between the man and the myth. Here we touch on the dark psychology of fame. The very gifts that propelled Michaels to stardom could also entrap him. The relentless pursuit of success and admiration, while rewarding, can become a psychological prison. The achiever's fear of worthlessness can mean that any perceived failure is magnified, leading to a cycle of burnout and disillusionment. In reflecting on Bret Michaels' journey, we ask ourselves, where do we see these patterns in our own lives? Have you ever felt pressured to play a role because it was easier to be admired for who people thought you were, rather than who you truly are? As we consider this, we invite you to explore the hidden motivations driving your actions and the emotional masks you may wear. This exploration into Bret Michaels' public persona and the pressures he faced offers a profound understanding of the intricate dynamics at play within the music industry and the human psyche. It challenges us to look beyond the surface and question the cost of the roles we play in our own lives. How do you navigate the balance between the person you are and the persona you present to the world? Bret Michaels' journey is a testament to the mercurial nature of fame and identity, a narrative that beautifully illustrates the tension between authenticity and the demands of public life. Like Orpheus, the mythic musician whose songs could charm even the Stones, Michaels found himself in a role both enchanting and isolating. The myth of the rock star, like Orpheus's own myth, is steeped in notions of transcendent talent and tragic flaw, of a gift that simultaneously captivates and curses. In examining Michaels' shadow, we delve into the complexities of his persona, a man driven not only by ambition, but also by an underlying insecurity that underscores the achiever's core fear: being worthless outside the applause and adoration. This fear can drive a relentless quest for validation, a perpetual need to top past successes, and an obsessive pursuit of the extraordinary, often at the expense of personal peace and authenticity. These are the marks of a quintessential Type 3 in stress, where the achiever can spiral into the negative tendencies of a Type 9, the peacemaker. Here, the drive for success can morph into escapism, where there's a longing to numb out, to avoid the internal chaos that the achiever works so hard to suppress. Michaels, in these moments of stress, might find himself pulled towards avoidance, seeking refuge in distractions or indulgences that momentarily quiet the inner critic. However, the journey is not solely one of shadow and struggle. There is a path of growth that beckons even within the Type 3's narrative. When Bret Michaels embraces the healthier aspects of the Type 6, the loyalist, he can cultivate a more grounded sense of self. The loyalist's strength lies in their ability to build genuine connections and to find safety not just in achievement, but in community and collaboration. By leaning into these healthier traits, Michaels might find a more sustainable form of success, one that is enriching and life-affirming, rather than exhausting and depleting. In the public eye, Michaels' resilience is evident. Through various personal challenges, including serious health scares and publicized personal upheavals, he demonstrated an ability to adapt and persevere, a testament to the resilience of the achiever when they operate from a place of authenticity rather than performance. These moments of vulnerability offered a glimpse into the man behind the myth, allowing the public to see a more holistic picture of who Bret Michaels truly is. The interplay between Michaels' public and private selves reflects a broader archetype that resonates with many, whether in the music industry, corporate world, or personal relationships. This is the archetypal shapeshifter, able to navigate different roles and identities, yet often struggling with a core sense of who they are when the masks come off. The shapeshifter is both a survivalist and an innovator, constantly evolving in response to external expectations and internal aspirations. In this narrative, the trickster archetype also makes an appearance, reminding us of the deceptive simplicity of success. The trickster lures with the promise of endless adoration, yet can quickly turn, revealing the ephemeral nature of external validation. For Michaels, as with many, the trickster's lesson is one of finding balance, learning to discern between the illusions of fame and the reality of self-worth. The music industry ecosystem, with its relentless demands and intense pressures, serves as both crucible and catalyst. Within this dynamic, Michaels' story becomes an allegory for the human condition, a reminder of the universal quest for meaning, connection, and authenticity. It's a narrative that challenges us to examine our own lives and the roles we play, encouraging a deeper exploration of our motivations and masks. As we conclude this psychological exploration, the image of Bret Michaels remains a complex tapestry, a man who, like many of us, navigates the intricate dance between projection and reality, ambition and authenticity. His journey offers a mirror, inviting reflection on our own paths and challenging us to seek out those genuine connections that nurture the soul over the superficial accolades that merely feed the ego. In understanding Michaels' psyche, we gain insight into our shared human journey, where the pursuit of success meets the deeper quest for self-acceptance and genuine fulfillment. This exploration is not just about recognizing the shadows, but about illuminating the path to integration and wholeness.